That's all, boys. You did splendidly.
Thank you, Roger. Very rocky.
Same time tomorrow.
Sounded good.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. See you later.
Bye. See ya.
Fellas?
So long.
Goodbye.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Diamond.
Well, the call of good Dixieland, Sister Elizabeth. Say, those boys are sounding better and better every time I hear them.
I don't know.
Tommy Logan?
The reason I asked you to come.
Well, something happened to Tommy?
I don't really know. He hasn't been here for a week, and when I went to see him yesterday, he just said he was through with music. Wanted no part of this. Said it was kid stuff.
Well, is that all?
That's all he'd say to me.
Well, have you talked to his parents?
He only has a mother. I called her yesterday where she works, and she doesn't understand it either.
I see.
That's been his whole life. Now this sudden change. I'm really very worried about him. You have ways of finding things out. But is that an unusual request to make of a private detective?
Well, Sister Elizabeth, case is a case, you know.
I have Tommy's address in the office.
Good.
This settlement house has no money, Mr. Diamond, but I can pray for you.
That'll cover it just fine. Tommy?
What do you want, Mr. Diamond?
Well, is that any way to greet a friend?
I can't talk to you now.
Well, I'll only be a minute, Tommy.
I've got something to do.
Say, I missed you in the jam session down at the settlement house.
So you miss me.
I wasn't the only one.
I'm through with that.
Huh? What?
It's kid stuff.
Well, you're a pretty big man with that horn, Tommy. You know, the combo isn't the same without you. And neither is Sister Elizabeth. Now, what are you hiding from me, Tommy?
I gotta go.
What is it that you won't even tell Sister Elizabeth,
Nothing.
Well, maybe this is something that has to be talked out man to man, huh?
Look, I just got sick of playing, that's all. I gotta go now.
Okay. Give me a copy of that issue, will you?
Follow me, please.
Thank you, Mrs. Berger. Yes, mister.
I'd like to talk to you about one of your customers.
You from the police?
No, not from the police. It's about the Logan boy that lives across the street, you know?
Tommy? Oh, sure. Since he was this high, we are very good friends.
Well, I'm a friend of his, too.
He's a good boy, huh?
Mm-hmm. Say, why don't you give me a half dozen of those apples?
Eh?
Tommy come in here very often?
Every single day after school for the last 2 weeks. Shows what a good boy he is.
What do you mean by that?
He buys milk and other things for somebody who's sick. For the last 2 weeks, I gave him credit. He came in yesterday and paid it all up.
Well, who's the sick one?
He doesn't tell me, and I don't ask. Charity is charity.
Comes in every day after school.
Like clockwork.
Say, suppose you know this fella?
You said you're not from the police.
Well, I'm not. Do you know him? He used to live in the neighborhood. All right, what can you tell me about Frank Marsala?
Only what I read in the papers, that he escaped from Sing Sing prison 6 months ago.
Well, what else can you tell me about him?
Nothing.
Now, you're hiding something from him. Does that have anything to do with the Logan boy?
No.
Well, I'll ask Tommy myself.
No, please. The boy's had enough troubles. It's better that he forgets all about Frank Marsala.
Why?
He's Tommy's uncle. His mother's brother. A regular guard he was to Tommy. Then that happened. You can imagine how the boy feels now.
I think I know how he feels. Thanks. Operator, give me Hollywood 26231, please.
Hi-fi.
It's me, Sam. Now listen very carefully.
Go ahead, Mr. D.
Sam, if I don't call you back in exactly 20 minutes, phone the police. Tell them they might find Frank Marsala in a burnt-out building on the corner of 3rd and Elm. You got that?
20 minutes. Phone police. Frank Marsala, burned-out building, corner 3rd and Elm. Okay?
Okay. Goodbye, Sam.
Richard Diamond, private detective. Tommy told me about you.
Well, I had to find out about you on my own, Masala.
You satisfied now? I had problems enough. Now you gotta mix in. What am I gonna do about you?
Well, I don't know. One killing's enough, isn't it?
I got nothing to lose by another one. I got this far, I'll get the rest of the way. One more killing isn't gonna stop me.
What about Tommy?
What about him?
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
What do you care?
Well, do you care?
You can bet I do, Diamond. And the kid knows I do, too.
The only thing he knows is what you tell him. What did you tell him? That they're sending you to the electric chair on a bum rap? You know, he thinks you're some kind of a hero. Why don't you tell him the truth? You know what that kid's given up for you? Changed his whole life. He took care of you. He found a place for you to hide out. He even gave up the thing he loves the most, his music. You know he hocked his cornet so you could get something to eat, and you don't even care enough about him to tell him the truth?
He's just a kid. He'll forget all about me when I leave.
Oh, no, Masala. Not the way you set it up. From now on, he's going to think that black is white and heels are heroes. But you can do something for that kid. You can do something to show your appreciation.
Leave me alone, Diamond. Just leave me alone. I got enough to think about.
It's all over for you, Frank. One way or another, you're going to die, whether it's a police bullet or the electric chair.
Shut up, Diamond.
It's all through for you, but not for him.
Diamond, shut up. Come on, get up. Get up!
I came back said you never used a gun.
Tommy,
What are you going to do?
Tommy, I had to tell you some things that weren't true. I had to, otherwise you wouldn't have helped me. What the paper said was true, too, son. I killed that man back east. Now, wait a minute. I do what I have to do, Tommy, because that's the way I am. Now, here. You get your coronet back here. And Tommy, I want you to know that no matter what you think of me, I appreciate what you did. A diamond you're going to pick up where the kid left off. You're going to be my ticket out of town. If I don't make it, you don't make it. Let's go. Come on.